1-657-814-90. Come on, text us at
216-804-7462.
Lord have mercy.
Mr. McCoy, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Miss Controversy. Is this you?
How you
Is
doing?
this Miss Controversy herself?
Yes, it is.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, new and improved for 2018. How's that sound? We can't keep doing the same thing if we don't learn nothing from last year, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, this is the only thing I wanted to talk about as we go into 2018 and just try to give some of your listeners some things to think about as they move forward in the new year, okay?
Yes.
The first thing as we approach the tax season, I want some of your listeners, not just some, I want all of them to think about what they're going to do with their wonderful tax returns. And even though we just love and support our black businesses, we really got to get back to saving like we used to do. Remember that, Art?
Yes,
Remember
I
when
do.
you always had a little something put aside?
Oh, my goodness. Lord have mercy. What happened to those days?
I don't know what happened to those days, but we're going to have to start thinking about those days again because we are and have been as a society, and I'm talking about our black society, a lot of us just live paycheck to paycheck. You know that, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've been trying to tell Sam to do better all the time.
Yes, baby.
Yes.
And we need to think about, for the new year, we need to start thinking about generational wealth. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do, honey. Something that my dad didn't do for me. But
okay, then let's not start naming names and pointing fingers.
All right.
Now we're talking about 2018.
Mr.
It's a
McCoy,
brand new
come
year.
back here and
Okay?
bring me some money. Go ahead, ma'am.
All right. So we're going to think about generational wealth because where does it start? If it didn't happen with your family, let it be you. Let you be the person that thinks about generational wealth and a plan that your family can be taken care of when you're not here, okay? And for generations to come. Because if we don't do that, you know, what is really proving is that we don't even understand the society we live in. Wouldn't you say that's true?
I would absolutely say it's true, but what if you was a old fart like me to say I'm gonna spend it all because the children ain't gonna do nothing but mess it up anyway? What would you say to that?
Well, the first thing I would say is I think you need to talk to someone, number one, to try to get some of these anger issues resolved.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is not the year to continue talking the same way. I'm telling you, if we don't change the way we think, we can't change the way we act. And I am dedicated to this principle. And if I don't do nothing else, I want to live by example. And I'm hoping that something I say might rub off on someone else. How about that?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
So-
you say that, but don't be that. Don't be that person that just agree with me and then don't change. So let me just map out Miss Controversy's resolutions that I want to suggest to your listeners for this year. Then it's going to be a real quick list, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is only a 7-point list, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, we need to make a financial plan for ourselves and our families, okay? Do you have a financial plan? Or do you wait till you get your paycheck and then decide what bills you're going to pay? That's not a financial plan. Number two, you need to get into finding out what's going to happen with you and your, like making your will, okay? You need to get into some estate planning, trying to figure out what's going to happen to my stuff when I'm not here because I don't want my Aunt Susie fighting over the TV, okay?
Miss Controversy, before you go any further, let me say
What?
this. Number two, shame on me. I ain't got none of that. Go ahead. And they're going to be fighting. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. It's going to be ugly. Anyway, number three, your health care. That means finding out what's going on with the health care system and anybody that didn't sign up for the Affordable Care Act before its enrollment period was over. Shame on you. And whatever Donald Trump do to you with your health care is your fault, okay? Because this was your opportunity to get signed up. All right?
All right.
Number four, do we understand what it means to live within your means? Living within your means, we got to examine that. We got to go back to that like we used to do in the old days. You know, it used to be, you used to save your cash for that car, for them shoes, until you could afford it. Not spend your whole damn paycheck on a pair of shoes, and then you starving for the next 2 weeks. Living within your means. That's where am I at? Number four, Number 5, I guess, would be cards. If anyone has noticed, they're giving cards away now. They don't care if you only had your job for 2 months. They'll give you the card. If you sign this paper, and all you got to do is put down 99 cents, and they're going to give you a piece of card. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Number 5, 6, I think I'm on food. And everything affecting our health these days is what we put into our bodies. So I am begging, I am asking, and probably every fast food company is probably going to kill me, but please stop eating that fast food and cook some stuff at your house. Get a cookbook and learn how to cook. And number 7 is the bubble that we're living in. Just please try to be aware of what's happening in society. Pay attention, pick up a book, read something, because, ignorance is not bliss. So that's all Miss Controversy has to say for 2018. That's a lot, just to get you started.
Miss Controversy.
What?
What do you mean with number 5 about buying them cars? What they do? You say they don't buy that junk car. What's gonna happen if I buy that car?
When you buy that junk car, I don't have to tell you this, Art. Okay, we're living in a society now. They make throwaway car now. Your car is basically is disposable. Okay, they don't make it so anybody is able to fix it. You can't fix it on your own. You remember when you could change your own oil? Remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember you could work on your own car without a computer diagnostic?
Yes, ma'am. Listen, you're listening to Miss Controversy on the University of Common Sense radio show on 1490. You can call us at 216-578-1490. So, Miss Controversy, it's always been a pet peeve of yours that, it's particular this time of year, I'm still on number 5, this time of year, these cars be coming out of the woodwork because they know our people be getting them income tax check. What happened, Miss Controversy, when that happened?
Yeah. It's so bad. And then they go get these piece of cars. They don't know how to repair them or maintain them, and there's stuff wrong with them in the first place. They can't afford the gas. Okay, you get a brand new car January, February. Wait till about April, May, June. Then you start seeing the repo man coming to get all of them again. It's a terrible thing in our community, but I just want people to start paying attention to that. And instead of believing somebody, like they say, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true. And if anybody tells you all you got to do is put 99 cents or 90 down, and that's all you need, and you'll walk away with a car, well, you'll have a car, but it's gonna be crap.
Miss Controversy, I don't want to hold you up too long, but
yes.
for I gotta tell the truth. On in 2018 on a Sunday, your friend, my friend Sam, Melanated Media News.
Yeah.
He bought one of those cars. And Sam, get up to the microphone and tell us what happened. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but she's talking. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sam.
You said you weren't going to lie on a Sunday?
Come on, Sam. You told us about you bought a car and what happened as a young guy.
Oh.
Talk to me then.
I bought a Ford Contour, 18 years old, the 90-day warranty. The car broke down on me on like the 100th day.
Okay.
And I had to get a serpentine belt, and they couldn't fix it. And that was my first car. It lasted literally about 100 days. I had a 90-day warranty on it.
So, okay. Miss Controversy, so you see, you're right on point, right? Thank you, Sam. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
If it's a lesson for others, keep putting me on the spot.
All right. Thank you, Sam. Go ahead, Miss Controversy.
Okay. But anyway, thank you so much, Sam, because that is, until you live through stuff like this, unfortunately, in our community, we living through it over and over and over and over again. But the only thing I want to say is we got to get back to the old ways. And we used to be a time we saved money. I don't care how you saved it, but you saved money. So we need to get back into that and understanding that you don't have to spend your whole paycheck. You need to start saving some to think about another day. And living within your means, I don't know if anybody even believes that or understands what it is anymore, but it's necessary. Sometimes the value systems that our parents tried to give to us, we need to remember now in this new year, 2018, so that we can try to do better Try to do better.
Miss Controversy.
That's all.
Number six, food. Miss Controversy. You're really touching on my memory bank because listen, Miss Controversy. Now I know you mentioned fast foods, and I agree with you 100% on that. But do you realize, Miss Controversy, and this is very upsetting to me, that every darn gas station in the city of Cleveland, I don't know about Bedford and the suburbanites, but every gas station in the city of Cleveland all of a sudden is selling food. Gas and food. This is so appalling to me because we already suffer from high blood pressure and diabetes and all that. And you're going to tell me, Miss Controversy, that every gas station in the city of Cleveland, my headphones are messing up. In the city of Cleveland, all of a sudden they realize one thing, Miss Controversy, that black people will eat any darn thing, and they're making that money. I'm not. It's not a condemnation of gas station, but you know the way we used to do when we was at when we went out of town or something. Yeah, we ate at the gas station, but now every street, every corner, all you see is food, gas station food. Do you think this is wholesome, Miss Controversy?
No, absolutely not. And I never thought it was good. I mean, if fumes are in the air, wouldn't you think that all of that dirt and the door opening and all of that would affect, your food? But the thing is, aren't you trying to look at it simply? But this is deeper than that. The thing is that, everybody buys gas, but, men, they got to eat. But if they know don't nobody know how to cook, and no women cooking for them, so they just grab whatever they see, the first thing they see. That's a very bad thing, and this is what has started in our communities. People want this quick food instead of going back and saying, hey, let's all sit down and make a meal together as a family. No, I'll just grab something, at the gas station.
Gas station. It's appalling.
At the gas station?
Yes, ma'am.
So we try to get a handle back on our families and back to installing simple values like let's all sit down and make a meal together. That's the one thing, you know what? How many commercials you see where they talk about the white family like, hey, we're going to make some healthy meals. Come on home and we'll do something real quick, but we got to come home and eat. And that is a problem that is so pervasive because if you're putting junk in your body, then you got junk in your mind. And this problem is so bad, and I agree with you.
Miss Controversy, listen, you listen. I don't want them to ban you off the radio. This might be my last year because I keep it real. But look, Miss Controversy, and I'm not condemning any nationality or anything like that. But listen, they were already getting our money, which is all right. But now they done set up these food places in all the gas stations, and listen, health is wealth, and I can't see nothing but being a diabetic or high blood pressure coming out of these gas stations. I'm just sorry.
Clogged arteries, everything else. Well, all you got to do is look at what they got: chicken wings, sandwiches, Polish boys. It's all of that. They've tapped into a market. Oh, you're forgetting this is America. Only in America. This is free enterprise.
Yes, ma'am.
These are some smart individuals, and they like, well, y'all ain't got to go nowhere. You can get your gas, your beer, your smoking paraphernalia, and your dinner all in the same damn place.
Now that dinner, I'm appalled at that, baby. I'm old school. I just can't see that part of it. Especially if you're trying to eat healthy.
Are you old school really? Okay, because if that's the case, like even the restaurants that we love and we support on the radio shows, most of these places have just really good food, and that's one of the reasons why I know that you support them, because it's not just that it's the food that they're preparing, but we have to be very careful what we put in our bodies here, man. It's killing people, and it's.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Ms. Conrad. I didn't mean to cut your train of thought.
That's okay. But you're talking about the prevalence of that. It's not just there where you are. It's out here, too. And I see it all the time. How in the world you going to have... Are they frying the chicken in the same oil they putting in the car? I don't know. I don't know, but it's getting bad, baby.
Yeah, Miss Controversy, you're going to get banned off this radio yet.
Me too, and this is where you're going to get kicked off the radio. Why don't we do an investigation into the health department of the city of Cleveland? Because I know it is no way in the world that they are issuing safe food licenses for these people to have this food in these gas stations. Now, I'm not saying I profess to know everything, but this is where we're going to get and probably get off the air, is because somebody is greasing somebody's palms for these people to be able to sell this food in the black community without a proper health license. First of all, you can't even sell food in a place where they are having gasoline 10 feet away. So I don't even know how they're even getting their licenses. I don't know how this, even if they do have a license. So my first challenge would be great, since you know where these places are. You just walk in there and ask them, where is your food service certification from the state of Ohio for you to serve the community? I dare you.
Miss Controversy.
Their listeners to do the same thing.
Miss
You walk in that place. Yes, sir.
That's why I didn't want to talk to you in 2018, because you're going to get me in all kind of trouble. Talking John is looking already at me real funny. But listen, Miss Controversy, there was a time when even if they served this food in the gas stations, at least they would have some semblance of a black person back there cooking. Now, they don't even have that.
Okay, you know what? Don't get too stuck on race things. Don't get too stuck on that.
Okay.
Let's just focus on health and safety, okay?
All right, ma'am.
Now, this is one of the things that I have a little expertise in. If we really want to find out what's going on, why don't we go to the City of Cleveland, the Health Department, and find out how these people are getting these licenses to serve food in a gas station? Let's find that out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
And they're opening
Let's find that out. And then, once we go to them and we say, hey, man, you don't even have no license to serve this food, let's shut them down, okay? Shut them down. Because, quite frankly, I don't think, because of the community we live in, if don't nobody complain, then ain't nothing going to happen. So if we get up there and scream and holler and say, shut down them fryers, we don't want your fried chicken, your gas fried chicken, we can shut them down, and then we can get some action. All right, how about that? Let's start there.
But
I'll be with you on that protest.
But, Miss Controversy, we have one problem, and we must address that also.
What?
Our people is going to get us. They're going to say, I want some of them French fries and fried chicken from that gas station. Yes, there. So it's going to have to be educating them also. You agree with that?
I tell you what. You know what? If we want to start there, you know, if you feel like truly, if you really feel like, I know for a fact people would rather have something healthy instead of something that will kill them. Okay?
Amen.
What you have done is you've given the people in that community no choice.
Amen.
So what, if you're going to say that, then let's give them a choice. And as I stand there and protest and say, brother, please don't go in here eat this garbage. They're not even sanctioned by the state of Ohio to even serve food in a gas station. Why don't you have these apples instead, brother?
Hey, listen, there's no problem shutting the gas stations down. They do not have restrooms. It is against the law for them to serve food without having restrooms. So tell this controversy, Dr. Jick is with her.
Yes, I hear you. No doubt about it. And listen.
Go ahead.
We're on it, brother, and I appreciate that. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you. And by the way, no problem with that. But I think that the coach that's ready to coach Pro Bowl is Coach Ginn. Coach Ginn, I think Coach Ginn could step from teaching high school football right into the Pro Bowl, into pro football, because he's familiar with it, because he got more players in the NFL than anybody else. So he would be stepping right into a spot that he's comfortable with. All them boys, even his son, Ted Ginn, Jr., and all of them, just like you said. How many is in there right now?
It's 3 just on the Saints alone.
On that went under Coach Ginn.
I want to say at least 14.
Okay, all right, okay.
At least 14.
Wow. All right, okay, all right. Beautiful, beautiful. No doubt about it. Talking John, we miss you. We miss you, Talking John. Hey, Porter, you have an assignment for next week.
I'm ready.
Next week, Black on Black Crime is predicting that we will have a 25% deduction in the murder rate in 2018. That's good news.
Yes, it is.
25% murder rate deduction in 2018. We're telling you about it next week. We kept the show a little light.